Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this survey website called YLive Surveys or YLive Community, okay? Now, if you are here right now and you are trying to figure out, is this a good way to actually make money online? You know, you can earn £1 for every 5 minutes. That is a huge income claim right there. It sounds like you can make a lot of money if you just spend some time on this website. Let's take a look at, well, first of all, is this legit? What do you have to do? Can you really make £1 for every single 5 minutes? And is this a good use of your time? Or maybe there are better ways to make money online, all right? Now, if you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click the link below and I'll send you my favorite strategy straight to your email. You can check it out if you would like, all right? Now, I've been marketing online for over 15 years. I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online, all sorts of survey websites, GPT-style websites, watching video ads, downloading games, offers, different business models, different courses as well. And some of them potentially can make you a lot of money, but a lot of them actually are a bit of a waste of time. You can only make very small money, even though they are legit. And some platforms are just fake. They are not legit at all, right? So let's take a look at YLive to see how this stacks up against all the other opportunities on my channel, all right? Now, YLive, first of all, I just want to say it's a 100% legit survey website. It's only based in the UK, so if you're based outside of the UK, you cannot join YLive. I'm going to give you some other options towards the end of this video, so stick around if you want to find out some other great options to fill out surveys and make money, all right? So if you are British, you're based in the UK, or you live in the UK, you don't necessarily have to be a British citizen, you can really, sign up for this and potentially earn £1 for every 5 minutes. There is a big caveat around this, so stick around. I'll share with you exactly why this is not necessarily true, and how this really works. Okay, now it's a very simple platform. You come here, you sign up for it, you just click on sign up now. It's very simple, and they're going to ask you a bunch of questions, all right? So like your username, your first name, email, password, your date of birth, your gender, postcode, things like that, and then you register. And then once you register, they will have a few more questions that you have to answer. And the interesting thing about YLive is that they don't really have an interface or a members area where you can log in and fill out surveys. That's not how it works, okay? So YLive is a database, basically. They collect your details, and then when they do have surveys, they will email you. And you basically have to keep a close eye on your email. And if there's a good email, you would click on it. You would fill out a pre-qualification questionnaire to see if you qualify for the survey. That's the only thing about survey filling, which can be a little bit annoying, is that you have to do that every single time. And if you answer the questions right and you're the right profile, they will let you fill out the survey. If you do fill out the survey, sometimes it takes 5 minutes, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and you do it properly, then you will actually earn £1 for the survey that you take, okay? So in that respect, what they are saying here is accurate, okay? Earn £1 for every 5 minutes. Now here is the big problem that they don't really explain clearly, okay? You're not going to be sent, 10 emails a day. All right, so it's not that scenario where you sign up for YLive, you're based in the UK, and all of a sudden, just because you're signed up with them, they're going to send you tons of surveys every day. No, that's not how survey filling works, right? So they do potentially pay you £1. Sometimes it's more than 5 minutes, sometimes it's 5 minutes, right? But for the most part, it's more than 5 minutes. But even then, that's a really good payout for a survey service, because most survey services require you to, it takes like 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, sometimes an hour to fill out a survey. But you also have to understand that you have to fill out the pre-qualification questionnaire. That takes a little while, and you're not going to qualify for every survey. So sometimes you'll take 10 minutes to fill out a pre-qualification questionnaire, and then you realize that you don't qualify for the survey. So you've just wasted 10 or 15 minutes of your time. Does that make sense, right? So that's very normal with survey filling. The other thing as well is, even though you can make £1 for every 5 minutes, the thing is YLive only sends you surveys once in a while, okay? Because their supply is not unlimited. That means they don't have 10 or 20 surveys a day that they're going to email you. They might email you once a week. They might email you a couple of times a week. If you're very lucky, they might send you an email 3 times a week, which is also very rare for survey websites. Most of the time, you'll only get 1 survey a week, sometimes only 1 survey every 2 weeks, okay? So it's going to be a slow process, and you have to be very, very patient, all right? Now, how quickly can you withdraw? Okay, so the interesting thing about YLive is that, unfortunately, you can't. So let me just show you here, okay? How much you get paid, all right? So it says it there. When will you be paid? All right, so this is how it works, okay? So once you accumulated 50 points, which is equivalent to 50 pounds, that's when you can withdraw that money. All right, and they pay you once a month, so it is pretty slow, and they pay out two ways. They pay by check and they pay by BACS, okay, BACS, so direct transfer to your British bank account, right? Which is pretty cool. I would choose BACS over a check because a check can take a long time. You have to wait a little while for it to arrive in the mail, then you have to cash it out. It takes more than a week for the check to clear. It's slow, all right? So I would choose BACS if you're based in the UK. But here's the thing, right? The big problem is you have to accumulate 50 points, which means that you have to take roughly about 50 surveys in order for you to qualify to withdraw your money. Now, while that's possible with YLive, you have to understand that because they don't send you that many surveys, this could take you a long time. This potentially could take you months before you reach 50 pounds. Does that make sense? Because they're only sending 1, 2, 3 surveys maybe a week. You don't qualify for all the surveys. So think about that, right? Maybe you only qualify for 1 or 2 surveys a week. So maybe if you're lucky, that's only £2 a week, £8 a month. How long is it going to take you to add up to 50 pounds? It's going to take you a little while, a few months, all right? So here's the thing, right? Is this legit? Yes, it's legit. Is this, a good way to make money? It depends. I would say that joining something like YLive and all surveys for that matter, it's not just YLive. I reviewed hundreds of different survey websites. They all kind of pay around this much. A good survey website will pay between 50 cents and $2 per survey that's filled out. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, but the payout is roughly about there. The difference with YLive and a lot of other survey websites is they have a lower threshold. That means they don't require you to have 50 pounds before you can withdraw your money. A lot of them is just $1, $5, $10, okay? So the threshold is much lower before you can withdraw your money. So 50 pounds is a very high threshold, even though YLive is a completely legitimate survey website, right? So just understand that it's going to take you a long time before you hit 50 pounds and before you can withdraw. It might be 3 months, it might be 4 months before you get to 50 pounds. Does that make sense, right? So is this a good way to make extra money? I would say that if this is just, you don't really think about it, it's 100% passive on the side. Hey, 50 pounds every few months is kind of like a bonus, right? But don't rely on this for full-time income, all right? This is not a way to quit your job and make full-time income because it's not really designed to do that. But are they legit and are they good? I would say absolutely yes. So if you want to check them out, you can just head over to ylive-community.com if you're based in the UK, and then keep a close eye on your emails because that's how you'll get the pre-qualification questions to start filling out more surveys, okay? But here's also what I would suggest. If you are interested in filling out surveys, I would join other survey websites as well. So you've got, quite a few different survey websites that you can fill out. Of course, it gets pretty tedious and you have to fill out, a lot of surveys to make very small money. I mean, this is quite a lot of time. It takes a long time before you can withdraw, but it is a way to make some free income if you have some spare time. So some other good survey websites, I would highly recommend Survey Time right here. So surveytime.io. This is a very good one, right? They pay out $1 for every survey you complete. They have a lot more surveys, okay, that you can check out. And they pay out directly through PayPal. They have a $1 threshold. So as soon as you fill out your first survey, you can withdraw directly through PayPal. So this works even quicker than YLive, all right? And this is global. Another really good one is ysense.com. You can do different things, but surveys is one of the options that you can check out right here. So if you click on surveys right here, take time to read each survey, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, you're going to have to log in, but this is a pretty cool way to fill out surveys as well, okay? So if you want to check that out, Survey Time, YSense, and of course YLive community is a pretty cool way to generate some small additional income. Look, this is not life-changing stuff. You're not gonna make thousands of dollars. It's impossible to make thousands of dollars from surveys, just please understand that. But it is a legit good way to make some kind of pocket change on the side. You're not really gonna rely on this money, but 50 pounds coming in every 3 months or so, that's a nice dinner maybe for you and your partner, right? That's about it, really, right? You're not going to be able to retire. You can't travel the world. You can't, you're not going to become a millionaire this way. But it's a free, cool, little, easy way for you to start making some, a little bit of additional money on the side. All right. But listen, if you're watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to make bigger income, right? So much, much more than £1 for every 5 minutes. Maybe you've got a couple of hours a day spare, and you understand that the internet's powerful and there has to be a way to make full-time income, right? And there absolutely is. I've reviewed hundreds of different ways on this channel, but the reality is that a lot of them don't really pay out that much. Okay, there's a lot of legit ways to make money on the internet, but a lot of them pay very small money. We're talking about on average $1 to $5 an hour, right? Or a couple of hours, $1 to $5. It's really not that much money, okay? And these are all the free websites, but there are a lot of great ways where you can make hundreds of dollars for a couple of hours of work, but you really have to understand how to leverage these high income skill sets. And out of all of them, I've got a favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And if you like that strategy for free, click the link below and I'll send you that straight to your email. You can check it out if you would like. All right, I hope you enjoyed this review of YLive, and I hope to see you on another video review. Take care.